Punxsutawney Phil predicts impeachment. Wages are up, and I'm not feeling any of it. But Exxon just got $6 billion gift from the government. We already knew Natalie Wood's death was suspicious. Just look in Christopher Walken's eyes. Claudia Apricida Lopez, baby theft in Brazil. That shit is terrifying. You have a C-section, but where's Caesar? The cabinet files, Australian state secrets. Ooh. Maybe we'll find out how many procedures Miss Kidman has undergone. Are Aborigines people? Check the cabinet for all those tiny skeletons. Brenda Fitzgerald lit up cigarette stocks after trying to fuck the CDC. 950 South Africans trapped in a gold mine, but if they ever get out, they'll be rich. Nunes memo, like this joke, is incomplete. Passport fees are going to go up, so if you're trying to skip town, do it illegally or pay now. Nigel the bird died, but did he ever get to fuck that statue he loved so much? Doug Haig is a big proponent that all publicity is good and is receiving lots of fan mail from what I charitably would call gun enthusiasts. Brandon Gamble's daughters are going to have trouble finding a man who can live up to their idea of masculinity. Dylon, and Brandon Gamble. I would like to take a moment to deny that Matt Gaetz denied that a Holocaust denier denied the Holocaust, and I'm not even convinced that Matt is a senator. Ron Jeremy has his own deep throat. Check the tape. One father had 3 girls molested by Larry Nassar. Do you think at least one of those girls was kind of pushed into gymnastics? Fool me once, shame on me. I don't know. Stormy Daniels will not admit she has an NDA and claims that she did not write the statement denying her affair with Trump. So the official story is Stormy Daniels may have had sex with Trump and it could have been consensual and legal, and perhaps did not include an exchange of money until the NDA she may have signed but certainly didn't adhere to until after a second payment she might or may not have received. Trump gave the order to fire Mueller, then he took it back. What an Indian giver. They were the ones who agreed to share the corn, right? MRI death case, employee of the year. Did this guy have rings on or a kung fu grip? Just let go. I know it's oxygen, but Jesus. Scott Baio, what's that phrase everyone keeps saying? Believe Scott Baio? Joe Kennedy is as popular as mayonnaise. Timothy Smith died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound after allegedly shooting up several people in a vehicle at a Pennsylvania car wash. I hope there was a body shop close by. San Diego coke bust, $721 million worth of cocaine. But if you cut it with baby laxatives, imagine how many toilets you could clog. Does that imply San Diego is a shithole? Fitbit endangers national security. How's your heart rate now? Manchin's loyalty was rewarded with an insult, like when you fuck someone on a first date, then they call you a slut. Someone asked Andrew McCabe's wife how it feels to have a walking, tweeting tantrum for a president. Natalia Veselinskaya figured if you can't spell or pronounce her name, you can't put her name on a verdict. Detroit planned killing spree. 2 dead. Like the man said, measure twice, cut once. Slenderman stabbing. Why couldn't it have been the Slenderman anorexia? And the hottest new Nazi group this spring is Adam Waffen Division. Elon Musk's flamethrowers are more like a propane torch. Boring. Y chromosomes disappearing. Feminists were right. Michael Begin, please stop. Maria del Rosario's Fuentes Rubio died for Twitter, so the least you could do is retweet. Someone killed Sarah Zagul. How could you? No, really. Toronto cops are edible. Toronto cops ate edibles and then called for backup. Know your limits. That shit is hilarious. Backpackers jailed for dancing pornographically in Cambodia. After the party, it's the after party. $24 million Air Force One fridge renovation. What are they refrigerating? The Cold War? State of the Union ticket typo. Check out the shit of the Union. Manhattan DA no longer prosecuting turnstile jumpers, and SF overturns marijuana convictions. So are we calling those parking tickets or what? Glee silence child porn suicide. So I was right about Glee. Remember, folks, suicide is never the answer unless the question is, hey man, why do you have so much child porn on your laptop? Swedish teen hit with the bottle after rejecting an unknown man who groped her, or was it a glass? Dude, you could at least buy her a drink. Bruce MacArthur is the new poster boy for white privilege and murder. Guantanamo Bay still open. Thanks, Obama. Trash truck hit a GOP train. Sounds like a collision, but not an accident. Killer whale speech is in the news, and it sounds like it was better than Trump's speech. I'm sorry, I can't believe anyone bought the State of the Union. I mean, it's not like it's a Brazilian baby. The FBI covered up that Robert Rackstraw was DB Cooper. Check it. The FBI covered up that Robert Rackstraw was DB Cooper, who was with the CIA, who's on Twitter, and you heard it here secondhand. Nassar, the new count is up to 265 rape victims, which I believe, and I'll have to check the numbers on this, makes him the heavyweight champion of child rape. 5 unreported mass graves in Myanmar. I mean, it sounds like they've been reported now. A man tried to have it his way at Burger King. Darren Osborne doesn't have to live in his van anymore. And in Indian healthcare, 500 million Indian people will now have free healthcare. So what's the problem, America? The Langston News. I'm Barack Noel.